everybody. How's it going? How is everybody today? Sorry, Rob was just doing Rob stuff.
Being me. Hey, what's happening, everybody? Oh, yeah, just being me.
Yeah.
All right.
Hysterical before this whole shenanigans. So how's it going, Robbo?
It's going. How about you?
Same. You know.
Good. I'm really anxious for you to show me this tonight. I know Cynthia has showed me some other things or whatnot. I'm anxious for you to show me this one on you and let you know how you do this or whatnot. And I went and bought candle magic books and everything else and whatnot. My problem is I've just not been in the right mind frame, mood, energy, whatnot. And then if I read too long, I go to sleep. You know, right. I don't care what I'm reading. You know,
I hear you. I got to put a lot of stuff on audio. Like I'll rent it from like Hoopla or whatever. You know what I mean? Like the public library and listen to it. I do a lot of listening while I'm working my day job because you know I can. But
when I'm driving around, I have my audio books on tape. But I can't do that when Gillian's in the car. She's not too partial to them. But I think she's not too partial to what I listen to. Right. They're all kind of dark. Stephen King, Dean Koontz, you know, Anne Rice, you know, those types of things. Right. And, you know, but they're near.
I listen to those too. But, you know, if there's like a, you know, I have a book about, I don't know how you're supposed to say it. Hecate, whatever you want to call her.
Yeah.
I have a book about her that I've been trying to read. Like, and I pick it up and I read like 2 pages and then I fall asleep or something else happens. So I'm trying to get it on like, you know, overdrive or whatever. I'm seeing if it's on the public library or public access so I can listen to it because for whatever reason, I'm having trouble reading it. So,
yeah.
But I also have like my what I call my trash books, and they are, you know, they're just garbage fantasy books that, you know, it's all like vampires and fairies and.
See, there you go.
Magic.
It's time for me to reread or redo the whole Dark Tower series again. Whole series, you know.
Yep, re-listening to Sookie Stackhouse series right now. So
okay.
Yeah. But anyway, that's not why we're here. So hello everybody. Donna, Cynthia, Deborah, Bruce, Gillian,
Michaeline is in the house. Good to see her.
I knew a Michaeline 40 years ago. You're not from Long Island, are you, Michaeline? You're not the Michaeline I knew. From Oceanside. Right? Elena's here. Hello, Elena. But yeah, so tonight what we want to do. So last week we were talking a lot about like spiritual burnout and how everybody's feeling kind of draggy and heavy. And so Rob and I got to talking and you know, we thought, well, maybe we've just absorbed energy. You know, we're spending a lot of time over the holidays with people we don't usually spend time with, and it's extended periods. And we'll say the last 45 to 60 days, you've been kind of in environments. She's from Pittsburgh, not Long Island. It's not the Michaeline I knew, but but you know, what have we picked up? And, you know, we were out and about shopping more, you know, doing Christmas stuff and groceries and stuff for the holidays. So, and office parties and all kinds of stuff. So whose energy have you picked up and are you carrying around with you? And I don't mean like, I do mean people who are intentionally imposing their energy into and on you, but I also mean people who don't even realize and that you don't even realize left sort of an energetic residue in
Right.
your field, in your aura, right? So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to do a ritual of energetic return and sovereignty. This is not a cord cutting, okay? We were very adamant about not wanting to cut cords because we
Right.
discussed a cord cutting. And the question was, is there a way to have the similar effect of a cord cutting, but not sever the relationship? So
Right.
I went out and did a little sleuthing, and there is. And it's called a ritual of energetic return and sovereignty. And so all this does truly is just separates the energies and sends what does not belong to you back to wherever it came from. And that's it. And it keeps all your relationships intact. So if everybody's interested, and is, I wanted to be clear on that you're not, cutting cords. You're not cutting people out of your life. You're just sort of washing their energy out of you.
Sometimes you just need a break, whether you're an extrovert, introvert, or whatnot. There are times like, okay, I've been around enough people. It's my cabin in the woods time. It's even for an extrovert, sometimes it just needs to be, all right, I need some peace. I need some quiet and not be worried about what everybody else is thinking or what everybody else is doing or whatnot. Doesn't mean you don't love them or anything like that. But it's just that I got to get myself balanced and back to center,
Right, exactly. And this is just, and the other thing is just your guards are down. You're with familiar people, so you're not guarded as much. You're sort of lax and relaxed in your energies, and you're mixing and you're mingling and you're drinking and you're, picking stuff up, and celebrating and having a good time, and you're kind of just absorbing all that in. So we're gonna give ourselves a little bit of a bath and just wash that stuff out and be, and hopefully after this you'll feel better, we'll feel better, I'm curious,
energetically OxyClean,
right? But I'm curious, guys, if you guys have people that specifically that you're going to be sort of separating from, next time we meet, I'd like us, Rob, to make a note to follow up.
Okay.
Did those people reach out to you after you did the ritual? And if so, like how soon after? Was it like,
right,
did they feel the energy break? Did they, so we're going to get moving on this if you're good, Rob, unless you've got more to say.
No, I think that's it. I'm anxious. You and I haven't gone over this other than the materials. So I'm going to let you, tell me what to do. I've got 2 things of Palo Santo and incense. So
your white candle.
Yeah.
Right.
You tell me when to light stuff.
I will. We're going to go through the whole ritual, and I'll lead everybody. I've got a black tourmaline and a rose quartz. These were optional. If you don't have them, it is not going. So the only necessities in this ritual right now was your white candle and your bowl of water. Okay. And your water can have salt in it or just be plain water. Okay. So those were the only 2 things you absolutely had to have to perform the ritual. Everything else, your incense, your Palo Santo, your sage, all of that, your rocks, they were all optional. So I have a tourmaline and a rose quartz just for me and mine. You don't have to have that. It doesn't mean that it's not going to work. It just is optional. If you felt like a different stone would be better suited for you, then by all means use whatever you're led to. Okay. All right. So
Again, it's a lot about the intentions, right?
correct. Yeah. Yeah. And we're gonna say a couple of things. You know, I've got my handy dandy cheat sheet here. And where, you know, there'll be some things that we say and just some hand movements that we're gonna do, but I'm gonna carry everybody through it. And we'll be good. All right. So again, I just want to reiterate that the purpose is to clear another person's energy from your field without severing the relationship. And the best time to do it is, you know, anytime you're feeling off or like you're feeling like you're carrying energy and you're feeling sort of boxed in or crowded, and that maybe what you're feeling doesn't, you don't own it. It doesn't belong to you. And to emphasize the energy and the ritual, the best times to do it are at a waning moon, and we're in a waning moon right now, in
Okay.
the evening, or after a shower. Okay, so
Waning moon in the evening. We got both of those
right.
after a shower. I have not showered yet,
And
but
that's fine. I mean, I
it's just
understand.
optimal, is what I'm
Yeah.
hearing you say.
Yeah,
Okay.
it just, you don't, I mean, it's not going to not work because you didn't get a bath before the show. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, so so we're doing that, okay? And so right now we're just going to ground and calm our space. So you're going to take one hand and put it on your chest, and you're take another one and put it on your belly, right? And you're going to breathe in and out 3 times, and we're going to say, I call my energy fully home to me now.
I call my energy solely home to me now.
From all people, places, timelines, and moments.
From all people, places, timelines, and moments.
Okay, and so right now, as you're saying this and you're thinking this and you're putting this intention out, let's visualize you gathering all your energy together, and you're going to, you know, kind of take it in. Okay, so here's where we're going to go. Right? We're going to start with the candle lighting, and this is going to set your boundary, right?
Okay.
And as you light your candle, we're going to say, ready?
Mm-hmm.
If my candle with my flame will work. This flame represents my sovereign field.
This flame represents my sovereign field.
Only what is mine may remain.
Only what is mine may remain.
This is not done in anger or with force,
This is
but
not
with,
done in anger or with force,
but with calm authority.
but with calm authority.
Right. Okay. So let's get our bowl of water.
Got my bowl of water.
And we're going to put our hands over the bowl of water.
Okay.
My hands are tingling. And we're going to say, any energy that does not belong to me, emotions, thoughts, expectations, cords, or projections, I release now with love and neutrality.
Any energy that does not belong to me,
Emotions,
emotions,
thoughts,
thoughts,
expectations,
expectations,
cords,
cords,
or projections,
or projections,
I release now with love and neutrality.
I release now with love and neutrality. My fingers are tingling. Yeah.
So as you're doing this, let's imagine that their energy is dissolving out of your energy field like a mist. It's not being cut out. There's no violence, no destruction. It's just poof, fading away and making room for your energy. Okay. And it's just floating off to where it belongs, to its rightful owners. And it's all clean and it's intact. You're not sending any negativity with it. You're just handing it back. And now we're going to say, what is theirs returns to them.
What is theirs returns to them.
And what is mine remains with me.
What is mine remains with me.
And we're going to hover for a minute. Well, just a few, little bit. Okay. And now we're going to seal, but we're not going to separate. And this is what's going to keep your relationships intact, okay? So we're going to say, I do not reject you.
I do not reject you.
I do not carry you.
I do not carry you.
I meet you only where we are meant to meet.
I meet you only where we are meant to meet.
Not within my body.
Not within my body.
Not within my spirit.
Not within my spirit.
And not within my emotions.
Not within my emotions.
Okay. Now, let's visualize like a golden boundary of light surrounding your body, but it's breathable, like it's things can pass in and out. It's sort of like a golden filtration system. Okay. Now that your boundary is set, we're going to place our hand on our heart and we're going to say, I am strong enough to stay open.
I am strong enough to stay open.
Without carrying what is not mine.
Without carrying what is not mine.
Okay. And we're just going to let this candle burn for another minute or so. How you feeling, Robbo?
Good, relaxed, and actually, I'm actually feeling a little happy. You know,
A little bit lighter, right? So a couple more. Let's do a couple more.
I feel closer to spirit. You know,
right.
that, yeah.
Couple of deep breaths. You know, write down, get them down deep in your diaphragm and just. Okay. You good?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So, unlike other candle magic where you let the flame burn, we're going to snuff this out or blow it out, whatever. We're going to just extinguish it. If you feel like blowing it out is not, something you want to do, then just extinguish it however you want to extinguish it. I just waved my hand and the flame went out. So after this, do you have any water, Rob?
Yes, ma'am.
Take a big slug of your water. Okay. And if you need to stretch, guys, or shake out your hands, right? My hands were tingle tangle.
Don't use this water, right? Don't use what we put our hands.
No, don't drink. You just
I didn't bring any drinking water with me. Yeah.
All right. It's all right though. It's done.
Got my coffee
after
though.
It's over. Just all right.
Yeah.
But when it's over, drink some water. And then if thoughts of these people, or if you're getting specific thoughts of any people popping into your mind after the ritual, just say, that's not mine. It doesn't belong to me. And you don't have to get emotional about it or angry. Just sort of, I don't accept that. It's not mine. It's yours, And then, I'm curious to know how everybody's feeling about it. I'm a little wobbly. But hopefully, you guys get a little bit of relief. And
Should I be lighting my incense yet? Go ahead, or no?
you
Or is
can.
that
You
is
can.
that coming?
No, we're done.
Oh, okay.
So sorry.
No, that's all right.
All right.
This is my nifty incense burner that my wife got me for Christmas. with the bird on top and everything
Very
else.
pretty, and it's floating out. So Cynthia says she's feeling a little woozy. I'm curious how everybody else is feeling. But you said the same thing, Rob. You said you were feeling a little.
Yeah,
I am.
like
I'm a little like
lightheaded, or I think that installation of that gold boundary. And one of the things I was doing was visualize actually breathing that in and making it part of me. I think letting some of this clear, it's kind of like coming up for air, would be the best way to put it. Deborah said wobbly is a good word.
Yep.
Donna, that was powerful. I feel lighter. My hands were tingling also. Yeah, my hands over that water while we were talking to it and thinking about it. I'm still getting the old,
yeah,
the duck walk across my grave feeling and everything, but in a good way. And I feel like by releasing some of the energy, some of the people that I think I was taking on, I can actually feel a higher love for them or a more caring because I can put that out without having to take on their stuff.
Right. To be not be the caretaker or deal with them being the caretaker, right? And how that is affecting you. Yeah.
Right. I like what Elena says. Feels like the smell of fresh laundry hanging on the line on a sunny, breezy day.
Nice.
There you go. Yeah, it is. It's a breath of fresh air. Because and again, doesn't mean any badness to anybody or that you even feel bad. It's just reclaiming your space. Kind of like taking a shower, getting muddy or whatnot. Getting muddy felt good, but after a while, you're like, okay, I just got to get cleaned up.
It's like I deep cleaned the kitchen this weekend, and I took everything off the counters and scrubbed it down and rearranged and got rid of stuff. And every time I walk in the kitchen now, I'm like, it's so much better,
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I feel, like it's like, oh, this is better. Like this is, whew.
Well, and we always talk about how clutter, things like that, can unbeknowingly become oppressive, and it starts with little things or whatnot, but then all of a sudden it feels like it's out of control. And that is the same way with our spirit, with our energy. I think that's why we're supposed to bring these things to spirit. If you listen to the Bible, bring them to God, bring them to the mother, bring them to the universe, release things out there and talk to them, because I believe that's healthy. It's wholesome to say, I'm bringing this to you, but I'm leaving it there,
Yeah. Well, Cynthia, if you don't put your candles out, that's fine. By putting the candle out in this ritual, it's more of a symbol of the control that, taking back your control and not leaving it up to, the universe. This is you exercising your sovereignty. This is you saying, I'm closed and it's done. And that was the point of putting the candle out
Right.
in this ritual. But
And
you don't have
being
to
in the
that.
power, I can understand that. I can understand that.
Yeah.
So you know, that's very good. We need these every now and then just to be
Just to
back
shake it
into
out.
balance.
Yeah.
You know,
Shake it out. Just shake it all out and sort of, you know, get
yeah,
rid of it and start,
and shake it all about. You know,
you know, and start fresh. Yeah,
absolutely.
Deborah, you're welcome. It was very easy. And I am all about easy. I'm all about easy and I'm all about things that you would likely have in your home. You know, a birthday, you could have used a birthday candle, you know, just water with some sea salt or without it, whatever. But, you know, I try not to make it too involved because you know, if you've got to worry about getting to the store to pick stuff up, or is Amazon going to deliver it on time, or am I going to miss my window, then you're missing the point of it, right?
Right.
The point of it is to ease your stress and everything. And if you're stressed out because you can't get the materials that you think you have to have in order to perform the ritual, then the ritual is already tainted, right? At least in
And
my mind.
and again, the rituals aren't what does it. It helps us focus our intentions. It
Right.
helps us say what we need and put out to the universe what we need, out to you know, the all, you know, the earth, the mother, any of these things. It's not, you know, you don't need these to perform some of this, but they're there to help you and actually have an action take. That's the reason, like, you know, with the Catholic Church, with a lot of other religions, there are rituals.
Right.
Ritual means nothing, but it's helping you focus the intention
Right.
of what you're trying to do right then, you know?
Yep.
So,
Yep. A lot of times, you know, in the beginning, the very beginning, when I first started getting into all this kind of stuff, I struggled with what are just the right words, or what are the things to say, or you know, what if I can't articulate, because you know me, I stumble over my words all the time. So what if I can't articulate it as clearly as I think I should? Is it, you know, is it going to be convoluted? Is the universe going to know, or you know, is spirit going to understand? So for me, you know, it I learned it is about the intention, you know.
right.
I mean,
Well, I
you
mean,
know,
everything we're taught about prayer and understanding or whatnot. I talk about this a lot on the show. It's your personal relationship. And, you know, when you and I talk on the phone, it's not, hello, Miss Bridget, you know, the Almighty. And I need to make sure you and I have no boundaries when we talk, you know, but it's
hello.
open and honest. You pick up the phone, you call me, Robbo, I'm pissed. You know, I pick up the phone and go, man, I'm really struggling with something here. And that's what we're supposed to be doing with spirit, with our guides, with them, having that personal relationship. Guys, this sucks. You know, I really need your help. I'm grateful for everything that you're doing, but this
Something's
is
got to
really
give.
screwing with me right
Yeah,
now, and I need you
something's
to
got to
step
give.
in, you know? So you know, what was that thing I sent you today? I was
Oh,
howling.
about the
Yeah, yeah.
what you see is the perfectly perfected persona that I've developed for the outside world.
Yeah. And to keep from killing you. You know, it's one of those things. And that's what we have
Or
is
you
that,
from killing me, one or the other. You know what I mean?
yeah, exactly,
You catch
exactly,
me in
exactly.
asshole mode, and you may want to come after me.
Right,
Catch me just right, and I mean, you know.
right.
So
And that's I just got told I'm going to pull a card about this and just say, what do we need to know? Where are we at? What is something we could learn from this? So I'm just going to pull a card real quick, okay? And it's just one card. I was told just to pull one card. So let's see what happens. And what card do I get? And what do I get? The Page of Pentacles.
Oh, there you go.
Be happy. Be mindful. Be here. Get passionate. Feel that young spirit again about what's going on in the world around you. So that is something, that's a powerful message.
Right.
If you think about what this is pertaining to and what we're talking about, okay, don't let the world get you down. Be passionate about where you're going and what you're doing. That's a hell of a message, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Ground yourself, and slow and easy.
Yep. Now with the water, should I pour the water out?
You can either bring it outside and pour it over or put it down your toilet.
Okay.
Yeah. But you'll be happy to know that while I am freezing, but it is 61 degrees here. It's
freezing. I love it. Gillian was like showing me, we're coming down to see you guys.
Right.
And, we're doing North Florida, Central Florida, South Florida. And Monday, it was talking about chill warnings throughout the state of like 44,
right. Yes,
or whatnot. And I'm laughing
cold.
because I don't know where I put my phone. Here it is.
Yeah, I'm looking at the 5-day forecast.
Right
low
now,
of 35, Monday, low of 35, high of 59.
Right. And
Tuesday,
Monday for us,
it's high of 62.
And Monday for us, it's 33 and 11.
So
and then 22 and 8. So you want to be here because it's going to snow all day Saturday and all day Sunday.
No,
so
you can
I'm just glad to see that crap quitting before we get on the plane because you know me,
well,
I hate flying.
Right.
So
Wednesday when you're here with us, low of 43, high of 68.
Yeah, so we'll probably be doing our gaming in the house. Yeah.
It's going to be a little chilly week for you.
Yeah.
This 35 degrees, you could just stay up there if this is what it means for you to come down here. You bringing that shit with you. I don't want that. It's 61 degrees out. My feet are like numb. I'm freezing.
And what's funny is I actually went out today. You would have been dying. I had a long sleeve Henley, okay, just light shirt and my shorts. I went out, picked up my stuff and my shorts, didn't even wear my hat, okay, and was like, we're having a heat wave. It's 45 today. So
we were in New Orleans. It was like 42 degrees. Rob, I had on my clothes, a sweater, a jacket over that. I had a hat. I had a scarf. And I had gloves. I was freezing. We're walking back from, getting dinner, and I'm freezing. I am like winterized.
Yeah.
And I just don't deal well with it.
Yeah, no, and I've been walking around for 2 days in the house and my shorts actually lowered the heat, have the ceiling fan going, things like that. Because we just like the air moving. I think it's kind of like spirit, kind of like what we just did. When I have some air moving, Gillian's the same way. When I have some air moving, it just feels fresher. It feels just something different.
Yeah.
About it.
Where were we? Oh, we were in New Orleans, and they had no ceiling fan. And I said,
which is highly unusual for the South.
I'm like, what do you mean they have no ceiling fan? How can they not have a ceiling fan? Like, that makes no sense.
Yeah.
But you know, it is what it is.
Yep.
But and I think about when I lived up north, we didn't have ceiling fans up north. We had no ceiling fans in the house.
No, very few people have them up here, and very few people have AC. I don't know about where Donna's
We
at
had
in Pennsylvania, but that's one of the reasons. Like, we're going to move out of here because I never want to be without central air and heat again. I'm tired of dealing with the fuel. You know, I love the fact that it's going to snow. Man, sitting inside and watching the snow come down in that backyard and everything, it's beautiful. I love every minute of it. But, I'm tired of paying $500 a month for the fuel and then still having an electric bill,
Right.
some of that. But so we're looking forward to it. Yes, we are moving back to Florida. We think we've pretty well made that decision. Okay. And so, that's going to be, where we're at. And, Deborah, when we lived in Phoenix area and hit 50 degrees, time for the winter coats and bundling up. I know what I'm going to miss is my coats. I love putting on my outfits, when it's really cold. I've got my trench coat with my hats, different. I've got my dragon coats. I've got a dragon coat that nobody here's ever even seen. I ought to wear it on one night. And things like that. So in Florida, I think I had 2 coats almost half my life. It was a jean jacket and another light velour thing. Nothing ever heavy. So now I've got my winterized water repellent one that's really thick. I've got my really cold weather lined, I got so many coats and jackets and things like that, and windbreakers or whatnot, that I'm like, holy crap, I won't need all this anymore,
Right. Donna says she has AC and a ceiling fan.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you.
In Pennsylvania. Yeah. But we didn't have AC in Pennsylvania. We did have one ceiling fan, I think, in the living room. Was it? I can't remember. But we didn't have AC.
Right. Well, I think
my dad had a window unit in his bedroom. That was it.
I think the people here in New Hampshire, Maine, kind of the redneck New England areas, they think about it differently, because there's no ceiling fan in the kitchen. And it's like, oh my God, it's so hot to be in here cooking and everything. And they're just like,
and there's no air
for a month, deal with it,
Right.
And we're like, no, that's not why I moved up here. No.
I was thinking about going back having to go back to work. And I was thinking to myself, I'm going to have to get a fan for on my desk, because me, I'm hot, I'm cold, I'm freezing, I'm dying,
right.
So I'm like, because they're not going to have ceiling fans at work, but so I'm like, shit, I got to get something for my desk, something that's going to sit in my cube.
Yep.
Michaeline says she didn't have AC growing up, and that they complained so much to her parents. As soon as all of the kids moved out, her dad installed central air for him and her mom. That is awesome.
Well, in Melbourne, in that old beach house we had, I grew up with no AC.
Right.
It was window units. And this is going to sound funny, but it was my youngest mom. We were together. Gillian knows the story. It was August. It was hot. We had the ceiling fans going, everything else. And we were like, we're going to go fool around. We got back there and laid down in the bed. It was so hot. And we both looked at her and said, you touch me, I'll kill you.
Right.
I got up, got dressed, went to Walmart, bought a window unit, and put it in our bedroom. And she's like, what about the kids? I said, 2 of them are working. They have it. And they all came to me and said, can we get one? If y'all pay for it and buy it, I will pay the electricity. And before long, all the kids in their bedroom had their own ceiling fan, so we would all get our food and go.
Go into the bedroom.
No more eating at the table. We would all go into our own rooms.
Right. Like, it gets too hot down here. I don't know how people live down here. I mean, I could see up north because the temperature is, compared to down here and other places, the temperature up north is pretty moderate. You know what I mean? Like, it's not,
Yeah.
and there's often a breeze, right? Where down here we don't have that. Well, I know in
No.
Orlando we don't have
No,
that breeze.
and the humidity is so much different.
Yeah.
I the whole time we're like at that other at the apartment we moved into in Portsmouth, you know, people are getting in the elevator. Oh, the humidity's killer. And I will literally laugh in their face, you know, like cracking up. Yeah, it's a whole 50%, you know. Just, y'all have no clue. You just don't have a clue. And you know, so, and that is something we are not looking forward to. But I'm not outside anymore that much or anything. I want to be outside some, but
yeah, but you got to do that in like February.
Yeah.
It's not, that outside. I was talking to Kyle, and you know, he works for Disney, and I was saying, hey, you know, when he gets the comp tickets, right? And Bruce and I want to go back. I want to take him to Animal Kingdom. And so I was asking Kyle when he gets his his next series of comp tickets. And he was saying something, and I'm like, well, you know, if it's in the summer, you just give them away. I don't want them because I'm not going to Disney in the summer. Like, it's got to be like February, March, if for me to go to Disney. I'm not going in June. We went to Christopher took me to Animal Kingdom in August for my birthday. Me, him, and Gabby. I thought we were gonna die. 2:00 rolled around. I'm like, that's it. We're going home. Gabby's like, oh, thank God.
We took some visiting preachers there when I was with my dad or whatnot. And it was so hot. And that's where they learned about the humidity, the heat, everything else. And one of the preachers was funny. There was this lady, she found a spot in the grass, shorts hiked up. She was not hiding. If you want to take a look, baby, you know, but I got to get air in there, you know? Right. And one of these preachers turned around and said, I don't care what you say, God or no God, that woman is hot. Yeah. And he wasn't talking about looking. He was talking about temperature. Yeah, she no longer cares.
Right.
And I don't think he was far from joining her on the grass.
Right. I'm telling you, man. Yeah. It's wild down
here. Good night, Cindy.
Night, Cynthia. But
yeah.
So.
All right. Well, everybody's ready to call it a night. It looks like she's heading out. Michaelina, early work day tomorrow for me. Good night, everyone. Hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you again, Bridget. Absolutely, Michaelina. Glad you were here. Thank you.
All right. Well, I guess we could wrap it up too, Robbo. I mean, we're just here chatting, you know.
Let everybody go get some rest, get some sleep.
Yeah. Yep. Wash it out. Go drink water, guys.
Yep. I got to get some water. I got to get some water too.
All right. Well,
Robbo, thank you very much. Oh, let me put this out here. Next week.
Yeah, we won't be on.
I will not be on. Bridget and I will not be on. It is going to be a vacation week. Well, we're all working. We're taking a night to stop and see Bruce and Bridget on the way, but everything is work. But we're traveling for work. So yeah, we're just going to be done. Not dealing with it next week. So but we'll be back the following week. So make sure you're looking for us and everything else. So.
Right. Yeah, we'll be back, and we're going to probably talk or touch on in bulk.
Okay.
In bulk, because I think that begins February 1st.
Absolutely. And everybody, Mr. Bruce just said, on your way out, hit the like, hit the subscribe, And do us a favor, just share this with somebody else that, hey, might enjoy it, might not. But if you could just share this, it helps Bridget out. It'll help me out. Everything else, that's a big thing for us. So thank you very much. You know?
All right, guys. All right. Well, we'll see everybody later, and we'll talk soon. As always, you can reach me on Facebook. You can reach me. You can email me. You can, I'm around. And I guess Rob, same thing, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
We're always electronically reachable,
Yep.
So.
Yep. All right, guys. We'll see you soon.
Night, everybody.